Hi, this is Allison at Porter's Neck Country Club, except we're not at Porter's Neck Country Club. We're at my at-home workout space. So we're going to do a core workout today. If you do all 3 rounds of the workout, it will take you 15 minutes. We're going to work for 40 seconds for the different core exercises, and then there'll be a 20-second counter stretch and transition. I'll also show you some modifications for the movements along the way. So we're going to start with a single leg hip press. We will do 40 seconds on each side. If you choose to do both legs down in your hip press, you'll just do 2 rounds of hip press, or if you want to get creative and throw another exercise in there, you can also do that. So let's get ready for our single leg hip press. I'm going to start with my left leg up, start our 40-second timer. Pressing through that bottom foot, lifting our hips up high. So we've got that unsupported side, but we want to make sure the pelvis stays level when we lift. Pressing down into my heel, and I'm also pushing that foot away. Both legs down, looks like this. Squeeze the glutes, press down into your heels, reach long through your arms. So we're keeping the shoulders down from the ears and the neck long. Maybe there's a little pause at the top and maybe just a hover at the bottom. Our counter stretch, we're going to hug our knees into our chest and rock side to side. Next exercise is going to be the other side of our single leg hip press. Also could be another set of both feet down for your hip press. Or if you want to swap in another exercise, you could do that as well. Here we go. If you do have some weights at home, you can add extra resistance. Remember, we want to push down into our heel of the leg that's down and also pushing away. Taking your arms up in the air. It's going to be a little less supported, so a little more challenging. Exhale, press up, and inhale, lower down. All right, another counter stretch, hugging your knees into your chest, rocking side to side. We're going to go into some flutter kicks. Lots of options for those flutters. We're going to start with our torso down, tilt that low back down into the ground, pull your belly button to your spine. Legs are straight, so squeeze those quads. See if you can point those toes with the flutter. Legs straight up is going to be a little bit less challenging. It'll get more challenging if you start to lower, but make sure you don't lose that support through the low back. Torso can stay lengthened. You might also choose to flex up, keeping space between your chin and your chest. Pull that belly button down to your spine. Arms reaching long by your sides, maybe up by your ears. If you have extra resistance, you could even hold that overhead. All right, counter stretch here. We're going to flip over into a cobra. Also getting ourselves ready for our back extension and star. Relax your low back, shrug those shoulders down, enjoy that stretch. All right, so arms and legs lift, open, close, and lower. Belly button is pulled up to your spine, squeezing your quads and your glutes so your legs stay extended. My chin is tucked down so the back of my neck is long. I don't want to throw my head up. Open and close and lower. If you're up for more of a challenge, you can stay lifted and open and close for a few. Lower again and lift. Counter stretch here. Sit back onto your feet, round up into that shell stretch. Last exercise of the sequence, we're going to come into our plank position. Option Option 1 is just holding your plank, maybe on the hands, maybe on the elbows, maybe on the knees. And if you want a little more challenge, add in some mountain climbers. Keep the hips level. Try not to send them up in the air. Think about tapping your foot in, but your weight stays back. Make sure you're breathing. Don't hold your breath. Send your hips up. Down dog is our counter stretch here. And then flipping yourselves back over. Starting round 2 with single leg hip press. All right, I'm going to leave you guys there to continue on for 2 more rounds. Thanks for joining me.